Yo, what's up, guys? We are gonna look for some early bets for Wednesday. So we had a decent day. We had this prize pick 6 flex from last night's live stream. Warren Washington DNP'd. But regardless, so basically it just goes down to a 5 flex. So we got the 10x payout. Then we also had another 10x payout. Shout out to Evan the DJ if you're in the chat. Evan the DJ recommended this tennis play, which actually had really good value. I didn't see it initially. So anyways, I got to do a better job at updating the spreadsheet. But anyways, I'll do that later tonight. Without further ado, let's kind of get into some plays for tomorrow. So you can see the market is already moving. There's already fucking great plays available. We had a good day on Dabble. So we had a few wins on Dabble, actually. We had Tyler Hero. This was from the live stream. We had a 3-pick entry. We had a 3-pick entry. We had a 3-pick entry. So we had a pretty good day on Dabble, which is my best sports book so far this year. But anyways, without further ado, let's kind of look for some plays for tomorrow. So you can see, Klay Thompson sucks, and Jonathan, Kuminga's line, all the books have moved have really ripped his odds towards the over. Like, you can follow the line movement charts. And again, like, all these sports books set their own lines. They set their own odds. So really the key to beating the books is we want to find value in the market. As a sports bettor, you want to find value. You want to find an edge. So if there's bets early, like, how many NBA games do we have tomorrow? Where's the Warriors game? So Warriors 76ers, actually an oddly close game. The Warriors are slight favorites on the money line. I don't know if Embiid's not playing, or I don't know. But anyways, this can be the first play that we lock in. So we'll have an early sweat, kind of on Fliff. And Fliff has a max bet size of 250. That's the max they allow you to do. So we can kind of lock that in. And again, in these live streams, I try to focus on the main books like Fliff, PrizePicks, kind of the books that are legal everywhere, or in the most amount of states. But anyways, we have now our first play for today, for Wednesday, over 18.5 points. And we hit this for 250. It's on Fliff, and it's at minus 130. Minus 130 odds. So again, the best advice I got when sports betting is, these sports books are pretty smart. You may think you're smart. You probably are smart. But, these books are pretty good at setting lines. DraftKings, Caesars, these are multi-billion-dollar companies. Their full-time job is setting lines. They're also taking bets, right? They're taking action from sharp customers, right? So Caesars knows, hey, all of our profitable customers are betting on his over, so they move lines towards the over. Or maybe it's lineup driven, but long story short, like, everything is baked into the market, the odds that books are putting out. So the best advice I got when I started sports betting is really just treat it like trading a stock. And I know I've said that a bunch of times, but you're able to buy his over at 135 on Fliff when all these other books have it around like 170. So we're finding value in the market. It's like buying a stock at 135 when the rest of the market has adjusted it, to a higher price. So you can kind of apply the same logic to like trading a stock. Facebook, for example, it went up like 20% after earnings. And I know this is a little bit out there, but, Facebook, apparently they made a fuck ton of money. So the stock went up a lot, right? The market is reflecting new information that, hey, Facebook made a lot more money than the market was expecting, so the price went up, right? That information is absorbed. It's reflected in the market. And it's kind of the same thing here. Like, all the other books have adjusted. They have ripped him to being a much bigger favorite to go over 18.5 points. And we're still able to get this at minus 135 on Fliff. So that's going to be the first play we lock in. Then maybe we can take a look at PrizePicks. But we'll kind of look at a bunch of sports books in this video. So we already have a play on Fliff. Nice. We already have a play on Fliff. There's some plays on Hot Streak, but maybe we take a look at Dabble. I mean, Dabble is a book we've been, pretty hot on. It's been my best book this year. So hopefully, we can keep it going. So Dabble is absolutely, if you have access to Dabble, there's just a lot of good plays on it. We hit a couple 3-pick entries today, and you can see there's already some plays coming up for tomorrow. Yeah, so there's already some early value that we can take advantage of. Just finding line discrepancies in the market. So let's go ahead. Let's kind of take a look here at James Harden. This is the first play we can take a look at. James Harden over 8 assists. So what we can do is we can just kind of pull up Dabble. Then maybe we'll go to PrizePicks. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's go to the Clippers game. And again, like, obviously, a lot of things can change before game time. Players can be ruled out, all that sort of thing. But again, great lines, they're not going to last forever. So if you want to lock in a bet, it's better to be early. So the first play we want to go with is James Harden over 8 assists. And you can see all the other fantasy sites like PrizePicks, it may not seem like a big difference, but they all have his line higher, right? They all have his line at 8.5. 8.5 assists. You know, so again, like every bet you ever place, you should be able to look at it and be like, okay, I'm clearly getting value relative to the market. If you don't like a pick, you can obviously skip it over. But, you know, I follow a very data-driven approach. You can see all the other DFS sites, they have his line higher, right? They have his line higher at 8.5. Underdog Fantasy, they have the exact same payouts as Dabble. The only difference between these two books is they set different lines from one another. And then you can kind of see all the sports books, FanDuel, ESPN. Not only do they have his line higher at 8.5, but they have his over-favored. They have the over-juiced. So, long story short, like clearly Dabble has given us a lot of value on this play, so this is a good play to go with. Fanatics, they have the over-favored. But anyways, we have our first pick. And then we can go to Trey over 23.5 points. So we have Hawks Celtics. And we have Trey over 23.5 points. So you can see FanDuel has his line higher at 24.5. Bet Online, which is a pretty sharp book, they're opening Trey at 25.5 points. So solid value on this play. And then, you know, we already locked in, you know, on Fliff. We already hit him at minus 135 to go over 18.5 points. But Dabble is minus 122 odds. If you kind of like back out the math, it's minus 122 odds, long story short, for 3-pick entries. And you can see they have his line at 19. FanDuel has his line at 19.5. BetMGM has him all the way up at 20.5. Same thing with Bet Online. So we already have a play on Fliff, but again, Fliff only gives you a max bet size of 250. So maybe we go over to Dabble and we're like, all right, we're going to play it again on Dabble. So usually there's not that much late night value on Dabble, but hey, today there is, so we'll take advantage of it. So this will be the 3-pick entry that we want to lock in. And again, like I say this all the time, but because all these books have different lines from one another, you want to have as many as possible. You know, we found some good value on Fliff, that's awesome, but there's hundreds of sports books. You know, literally there's hundreds of sports books. And I don't use them all. I don't focus on them all in these live streams. But ideally, you know, the more books you have access to, the better. There's good bets on FanDuel, all that sort of stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's just kind of lock this in. Go, baby. So I just need to like unplug my phone for it to verify location. And then I can lock it in. You can see what's annoying about Dabble is they tell me, hey, your risk threshold was exceeded. We're only going to give you, you know, $45. But we found 3 plays with an edge. All 3 plays I can point to and tell you, hey, here's why this play has an edge, a mathematical advantage. I'm finding value in the market. And what we can do is we can go here. And then this is going to be on Dabble. It's a 6x payout, which means plus 500 odds. So you're betting 100 to win 600. If you play it for more, 100 to win 600. They unfortunately limited me. They cut down my bet size to $45 max allowed, which is fucking annoying, but nothing I can really do about that. That's just kind of how it is, and that's another reason it's beneficial to have multiple books. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's take a look. So we have Trey over 23.5 points, and I'll put this spreadsheet in the description. In the YouTube comments, kind of with all the plays currently available. What up, guys? Win-loss record. I see something. Win-loss record is irrelevant, right? Like on Dabble, I only have 51 wins, 182 losses, but I'm up 32K. And again, that's because you're betting at plus 500 odds. These are 6x payout, right? These are 3-leg parlays, so you're betting on things where you're betting 100 to win 500. So even if you go 1 for 3, You win 500, you lose 200. If your unit size is $100, you're still up 300. But anyways, not all our plays won on Dabble today. Jaden McDaniels over 2.5 rebounds. I mean, you know, we had some losses, but we also had some nice wins. So fuck yeah. Anyways, what we can do is we can go back here to Dabble. If you want to lock it in, there's a little 3-pick entry. And what we can do is hopefully we can find some more good plays for tomorrow. There's good bets on Bovada. You know, I also recommend you want to be betting on as many sports as possible. You know, sometimes soccer has been for the past few years my most profitable sport on FanDuel, which I never thought would be the case, but it is. So anyways, we can see if there's anything new on Dabble. Did they already bump Trey? They've started to bump things a little quicker. Nah, it seems like it's still available, so that's good. But anyways, the play on Harden is by far the best. I mean, that play looks like it has really solid value. But let's see what else we can kind of find, if anything. If nothing, then we'll kind of move on to the next book. Like in this year, I think I've used 11 sports books. So again, you're going to run hot on some books. We're obviously running hot on Dabble. We're running cold on FanDuel, cold on Underdog Fantasy, cold on ParlayPlay. I'm sure they'll bounce back. I'm sure Dabble at some point will run cold, but we've been running pretty hot. But again, never know which book is going to have the best bets. So let's see what we got. We'll go to PrizePicks, or we can go to Underdog, or we can go to ParlayPlay next. I don't know, man. So let's see. Damn, they straight up removed the Harden play. We hit Harden over 8 assists. They just fucking removed it. I mean, it's crazy. So this is what's, and again, that's another reason for anyone who's asleep, they missed the fucking bet. Like we got it down. Everyone else missed it. Anyways, I'm surprised they yanked them all. That's fucking crazy. Maybe they're auto removing it, but anyways, I don't know. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But where should we go to next? So we kind of cleared out Dabble because we placed one bet and then everything disappeared. So I guess we're probably not going to have any more bets on Dabble for tonight. But what we can do is maybe, find some value on some other books. So if you use Bovada, I mean, there's good plays popping up on Bovada. But anyways, maybe next we go to Better. Usually it's pretty dry. Better is dry. Sleeper is dry. No value. But we can go to ParlayPlay, which is a book that they have the same payouts as PrizePicks. So for a 6-pick flex play. And we got a lot. Also, our PrizePicks plays from today, our Taco Tuesday plays, we did them all on live stream. I mean, here we had 2 pushes. So, Alpern's line was 9.5 on every other book. We got him under 10, so we got value. And on the bright side, if we had him under 9.5, obviously we would have lost. We got him under 10. So, I mean, I think we had a perfect day on PrizePicks. I mean, a lot of fucking green. A lot of green. But anyways, hopefully, these esports motherfuckers come through for us. And again, esports, I'm aware I don't think anyone is excited to watch this guy play if anyone's going to be watching the game. But what's great about esports is there's just a lot of games. Man, every time I fade Connor McDavid, he scores a goal. But anyways, what was I going to say is we only have one NFL game left, which sucks. And just kind of as a recap, what did we hit? So here's our play on Dabble, a little 3-pick entry. And then on Fliff, we have, one straight bet. But again, what's great about esports is there's just so many games. All these books are running around trying to set their own lines independently, and they screw up. So let's see, Underdog maybe. Underdog, we've been a little cold, unfortunately. It does look like there's some value on Underdog. ParlayPlay, there's definitely some value. So we'll take a look at maybe ParlayPlay next. So let's take a look at ParlayPlay. And their 6-man insured entries are just the same payout as a PrizePick 6-pick flex play. So it's literally the exact same payouts. The only difference between PrizePicks and ParlayPlay is these books have different promos, you know, so they run different promos. Like today, PrizePicks had Taco Tuesday. You know, ParlayPlay runs its own promos, and they also, all these books want to be unique, so they all set their own lines. So let's take a look at, let's see if we can find some early plays. So one thing is we already have, so like this PrizePicks play I gave out in the live stream today, we're 3 for 3 to start. One player, you know, DNP'd, he didn't play. So what you could do, I'm not saying you have to do this, but what you could do is you could hedge, right? So if you look at this guy's line, ParlayPlay has it at 3.5, right? We're on his over 3 on PrizePicks. That's the final leg in our parlay. So we are getting some value, you know, on his 3.5. So you could bet his under and kind of hedge. And ideally, in an ideal world, he'd have exactly 3 kills in the first 2 maps. Then PrizePicks would push, and we would just win this. It would go down to a 3-pick parlay, and then we would win the play on ParlayPlay. That's called a middle bet. And, you know, so essentially we could just hedge if we wanted to. But that's kind of boring. I am never a fucking fan of hedging. Who are we betting on for the Super Bowl? Also, Evan, the DJ, if you're in here, appreciate the tennis pick. But the 49ers remain, you know, pretty slight favorites for the Super Bowl. I don't know. I haven't seen a ton of Super Bowl value, but ideally we can, you know, try to lock in some things. Ain't no way Dabble pulled 3 plays. I swear, they pulled 3 plays. The people want PrizePicks. We'll take a look at PrizePicks in a sec. So here's the Dabble play, but I think they already removed it. If you weren't able to tail it, sorry. Hopefully, well, it looks like 69 people were able to tail it. Chiefs, Niners, more Dabble, brother. We'll take a look at Dabble here in a sec, but they just auto-removed 3 of the picks we went with. I mean, they did remove these, right? Did they put them back? We can see. So if I try to bet it again, no, you can see they literally removed all this shit. They didn't even bump it. They just straight up removed the players. But anyways, whatever. I got my bet in. Hopefully you guys were able to as well, but kind of sucks. Sheesh. So like here's a good play. You're getting plus 105. All the other books have the under favored for the most part, like Caesars. You know, all these other books are opening Vessel's line. They have as under 20.5 points favored. You can get plus 105. But what we can do is let's try to zone in on a ParlayPlay slip, and then we'll go over to PrizePicks. ParlayPlay is kind of like the ugly version of PrizePicks, but there's usually pretty good value on ParlayPlay. So anyways, what we can do is we can kind of pull it up, and let's take a look. So let's go here. And we could hedge, you know, our Taco Tuesday play and take them under 3.5. It's an option, but kind of boring option. So maybe we look for some other plays. And again, like, it's not that I love esports. It's just there's so many games. And if there's a lot of games, sportsbooks are going to be bound to fuck up their lines. So like here, I mean, nothing crazy, but ParlayPlay actually has, you know, they have pretty good payouts. They have really good payouts for these 6-pick entries. So you don't need a huge advantage, right? So the way you want to think about this is, again, PrizePicks and Underdog, their full-time job is setting lines. They have this line higher at 2.5. That's all you need to know. Everything is baked into the market. Lineups, injuries, sharp action, betting volume. PrizePicks isn't fucking stupid. If all of their sharp, profitable customers are betting on 1-1-3s over, they'll move his line higher to 3. Like, these books react to new information. I mean, literally the same way Dabble just removed all this shit, and I'm sure they'll bump it, is they're always reacting to information, especially from sharp, profitable customers. So we have our first pick, and what we can do is we can just try to build a slip quickly. I don't want to waste a bunch of time on this live stream. Why are there so many esports players who have Reed in their name? So I want to go to college basketball. Okay. And I want to take Reed. Under 7.5 rebounds. So we have our first 2 picks. And what's cool about Parlay Play is like, you know, today PrizePicks had these Taco Tuesday discounts. I think they all hit. Kevin Durant hit. Luka hit. They all hit. Where they just discount a player. So on Parlay Play, you can like create your own Taco Tuesday discount. It's called Slide the Line. So like if we like this guy to go under 7.5, we can bump him up and actually get him under 8. But I'm not going to do that, but you can do that. So if you look at all the sports books, they have his under heavily favored. Again, on Parlay Play, like you take a player's over, you get the same payout as if you take their under. So we want to take his under. All the books have the under heavily favored. I mean, keep it simple, follow the fucking data. Anyways, so Dabble already removed this play. So I'm tripling down, essentially tripling down. It's still available on Parlay Play. What the fuck? Oh, I need to go to NBA. So let's go here, right? And we can take his over. And then we'll go to PrizePicks and Underdog. But anyways, we might as well start on the book with the most value. And we'll bounce back to Dabble as well. Fuck, man. So let's keep going. And we'll build this slip quickly, and then we'll go to PrizePicks. Nope. It's just a little bit janky to navigate this site. But we want to take his over. And then there's just some nice esports value. Again, I don't really give a fuck what I'm betting on. If there's value, I'll play it. So like you look here, you know, hot streak. You want to consider the juice of these sports books too. So PrizePicks, Underdog, they have his line lower at 28. So obviously we don't want to take his over 28.5 on Parlay Play because we know we're getting ripped off. If you're getting ripped off, you're never going to make money sports betting. It's like literally the starting point of being an investor or a trader is you need to find value. And if you're betting shit over, if you're betting over 28.5 when you could get over 26.5, like you're just, or over 26, you're getting ripped off and you'll never make money. So what we want to do is we want to play him and we want to take his under, right? So again, PrizePicks, it's not only just a sports book, it's a source of information for us as a sports bettor. It's a book with a sophisticated model. They're setting his line at 28. That is telling us, hey, Parlay Play has their line too high. So we want to take this under and this over. And again, you could slide the line in your favor if you wanted to. So hot streak, not only do they have his line 2 points lower, but they have the under heavily favored. So now we just need a final pick to go with because we have a 5-pick entry. But really on Parlay Play, I'm usually playing 6-pick insured entries. So we can go to Gafford over 9.5 points. Let's take a look here. And there we go. We have our 6-pick entry. All plays have value. I'm not going to use the slide the line feature because they only let you do it for a max of 20. You can see that's the same payout as PrizePicks, and then we can just kind of lock it in. Take the bet, bro. And then you can see they take it in. So they take the bet, and then we'll go on to PrizePicks. But we found a bunch of plays with value, so feeling pretty good about that. And then, again, they kind of have variable payouts, right? It's the same as PrizePicks, 25x, 2x, 0.4x. And that'll be the play we lock in. And it looks like the most random slip of all time, but again, I'm just finding a bunch of plays with an edge. Every single play I can point to and explain to you why it's profitable, why there's value on it. And that's your goal. That's how you make money. It's also more fun if you're making money sports betting as opposed to just betting random shit and losing money long term. So we got to play on Parlay Play. We can check out Dabble. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll post some new NBA lines and they'll screw them up. Meh. Not a ton of value on Dabble right now. So we have our parlay play slip. Cool. So we have 3 plays, I guess, on this late night live stream. We have a Dabble slip, we have a parlay play slip, and then we have a Fliff play. But anyways, if you look at Underdog Fantasy, you know, there's some esports value that maybe we can take advantage of, but maybe we look at PrizePicks first. See if there's anything attractive. Anything attractive. And again, what's great about sports betting is just the market never closes, right? Like, here's a good bet on Caesars. It's fucking 1 a.m. and this bet's just popping up. Caesars is the only book giving you plus money. If you want to take Alabama college basketball tomorrow, now's your spot. Caesars has them +5 at +105. No other book is even giving you plus money. And Pinnacle, they have, you know, Alabama's +5. They have Alabama +5 favored. They have more juice towards Alabama +5. And we're getting that at +105 on Caesars. We're getting that at plus money, an underdog price. Anyways, is Evan the DJ in here with some tennis picks for us? Spreadsheet link, please. Yep, let me share it. And again, it's in the YouTube description as well. So let's take a look here. And the play's still available on Fliff, it looks like. Unfortunately, Dabble, I mean, it literally seems like they auto-removed all of these picks. Maybe they'll put them back up in a bit. Maybe worth checking, but I'm not sure. But what we can do is we can go to PrizePicks and let's refresh here. Let's see if we can find anything good. And let me just filter out some of these sports books I don't really want to look at. Ballybet, MGM. I want to look at some of these right now. And let's see what we can find. So let's go here and let's refresh this. And let's see if we can find anything on PrizePicks. So it doesn't really look like there's a ton of NBA value for tonight, except for Gafford over 9.5 points, which we already hit on ParlayPlay. So we can take a look here. And again, so many people love these last 5 charts, but he's went over 4 out of the past 5 games. But again, every game's different. And really, that's already reflected in the market. That's already reflected in the odds on sportsbooks. But this seems like a solid NBA play. So if we go here, for example, and we go to like Gafford, okay. Right, you can see like Fliff, they have him as a pretty big favorite, -155 to go over. So his over is more likely. And it's not just Fliff. It's not just one sports book. You have, you know, dozens of data points. All these different books posting lines, they all have Gafford favored to go over. Granted, you know, all these books have different odds. MGM is only -145. So Fliff is a little more aggressive, a little more bullish on him going over than the rest of the market. But like, you look at all the books, you kind of get a sense like, okay, he's like -140-ish favorite to go over. But what we want to do is we next want to find some esports plays or something like that to pair with this play. What's the best one to bet on for soccer? Yeah, Dabble is still scared. Hedman over 0.5 assists on Underdog. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, so here's the Fliff play if you're curious. Alex, you got a girl or not? Alex, are you on Addy? No, I'm not on Addy. But what we can do is we can kind of build. Let's try to build out our slip. So we have our first PrizePicks play, which we already have on ParlayPlay, but seems like the best NBA value for tomorrow. I'm sure PrizePicks hasn't released all their NBA lines yet. I'm sure there will be some other good plays at some point, but for now we're going with Gafford over 9.5 points. So then let's see what else is available. And again, it looks like it's going to be esports. It looks like we're going to be betting on esports, which I don't have a problem with. So essentially, like in esports, you want to take, in League of Legends, you want to take players on the same team to go the same direction. So, fuck. I meant to click it first. But anyways, if you go here to both of these players, right? So first of all, both of these plays have value. Let's just make sure I'm not being an idiot here. But like this guy's line, right? The other books have his line at 3. Granted, you only have 2 other data points. PrizePicks has his line too low at 2.5. Same thing for the other player. So PrizePicks is value on the over. Again, the market's not as like efficient, as active as like the NFL, where you have hundreds of sports books, so much money being bet on the NFL. It's a very efficient betting market. All these books basically have the same lines. There really hasn't been much value for the Super Bowl yet. So esports markets, I mean, less books posting odds, but there's more opportunity. But long story short, like taking 2 esports players on the same team to both go the same direction, both to go over, is positively correlated. So this game starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And what we can do, so like, again, I try to ideally, when I'm taking these esports plays for League of Legends, I try to find some positive correlation. Players on the same team to go the same direction. Again, on most sports books, like Underdog, you can't even pair players on the same team together. Like you can see here, they say, oh, locked, you know, it's impacting your selection. They're scared little bitches. They don't even let you pair League of Legends players from the same team. And that's because of correlation. But anyways, we now have 2 plays. And what we want to do is ideally find some other picks that seem decent. So esports really is a blessing, it getting added to PrizePicks, just because there's a lot of fucking esports plays. So what we can do is we can build a nice little slip. So game ward, I mean, what the fuck? Okay, so there's no, so like this play, it's the top play on the optimizer, has the strongest value, but there's no other players in the same game with value. So there's really no correlation to take advantage of, so we'll skip over that. However, in this game, there are, right? So the same thing, like you want to take players on the same team to go the same direction. It's the opposite for players on opposing teams. You want to take them to go opposite directions. So we have this guy to go over. This over has value. And then we can also pair it with this player's under. So these plays are positively correlated as well. One player to go over, player on the opposing team to go under. So we have Jackie Love and Zhao. So there are a couple more plays with value, but maybe we lock this in. Again, PrizePicks has me on like, you know, poverty betting limits. So it doesn't really, even though we won a couple slips, like just because I'm limited to very low bet size, it won't affect my profit and loss much. But so what we can do is we can lock in this first slip. So these plays are positively correlated, these plays are positively correlated, and then the Gafford play just has solid value. No, I'm not on Addy. Man, this is a rumor. I haven't taken Adderall since college. But anyways, we got the first play, but there were some other, if we want to go full degenerate, what we can do is get rid of this Gafford play. And again, like the added benefit of this is, you know, not only, again, do both of these plays have value. So like Jackie Love, where are you, bro? First 2 map kills. So we want to go to League of Legends. So not only does like, okay, we have solid value on this play. PrizePicks has his line at 10. Hot Streak, they have his line, first of all, lower. They also have the under heavily favored at -190. So we have 2 more plays with value that are also positively correlated. So players on opposing teams to go the same direction. That's what we want to take. So we want, what the fuck? Did they bump him up to, we were trying to take him over 4. It looks like they bumped his line to 5. Let's take a look. So here's the PrizePicks play again. I think I put the link in the chat. If I didn't, let me share it again. So I'll share it again. Yeah, it's glitched. Alex, are you on weed? No, I'm not on weed. I'm 27. Bro, I'm not on fucking Adderall. I'm stopping this rumor. But what we can do is, let's see if there's anything new. If not, let's go over to Underdog. Hoy. So we have this play, we have this play, we have this play, we have a new play. This looks new, but there's no other players in the same game, so there's really no correlation to take advantage of. So, okay. I mean, yeah, this is kind of the best value on PrizePicks for tomorrow. So we got games starting at 1, 11, and 4:10. But let's go over to Underdog. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll see something. But anyways, if you want to tail the PrizePicks slip, I know sometimes the link is janky, so if it doesn't work, here it is. And let's try to find something. Nah, I don't smoke weed often. Over 3.0 map 1. LWX over 7.0 map 1, 2, and then we have on. So again, we got solid correlation on this slip. All the plays have value. Feeling pretty good about it. And what we can do is, it's a 10x, 2x, 0.4x payout. Let's fucking go. Crack? Yeah, I'm on crack. Alex, can I oil you up? He's on Zins for sure. Not on Zins. Anyways, oh my gosh. Do you Zin? No, I don't Zin. He's stoked. Stop distracting him. Alex, do you ever withdraw from your sportsbook accounts? Yeah, all the time. All the time. So anyways, let's see if we can find anything good for tomorrow. So hot streak. Anyways, let's not do hot streak. There is some value on hot streak, but whatever. We'll kind of skip it over. It's late. Underdog. Damn, so Underdog has some value. The thing is it's on a player. We already bet him over 18.5 points. We already bet him on Dabble over 19 points. And it's recommending we take his over 27.5 PRAs. You can see FanDuel has his line at 29.5, Bet Online at 29.5. So a lot of times there's decent bets when books first post lines. Just because, like, you know, they have different beliefs on what the fair value for a player should be, where their line should be set. So, like, Underdog's opening him at 27.5. A lot of the other books are opening him at 29.5, so that seems like a solid play. But again, we're already on his over in points on a few different places, so I'm going to hold off on betting this again. And there's a little esports value, so we can kind of take a look right here. Let's take a look at this player, Johnny, over 5.5. Let's pull it up. PrizePicks has his line at 6.5, right? Pretty clear value on the over 6.5, so we can hit that. And, you know, could lock in a little all esports slip if we wanted to. Something like this, over 2, and we want to get rid of this Reeker play, and we want to get rid of this play, and we want to get rid of this. Wait, so where did it go? Did they already bump it? So let's refresh this. We wanted Johnny over 5.5. So, I mean, it's like, it seems so simple, just finding value in the market, but it really is what pays the bills. It really is the key to beating the books. So we have Johnny over 5.5. Let's take a look, right? All the other books, 6, 6, 6.5. And again, a lot of people will be like, oh, you didn't look at what he did last game. It's baked into the market. You didn't consider what the sharps are betting. It's already baked into the market. If all the sharps were on his over, his line would already be higher. All that shit. You didn't consider matchups. It's baked into the market. And again, like, it's not perfect, but there's numerous data points. It's not just like there's one betting market. You have numerous. You know, like, there's millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars bet on the NBA every single day. Like, these betting markets, they're not perfect, but you have so many data points. All these books have sophisticated models. They're taking bets, moving around their lines based on where action's coming in. Like, obviously, if we could get, you know, Garland over 10 points, it would be a fucking slam because all the other books have his line at 14.5. But anyways, here's our underdog slip. 3 esports plays. Johnny, Tinks, and Self-Made all to go over. So we 2 of these are map 1 plays. The final one is a map 1-2 play. Again, like, could not detect my location. What the fuck, man? We have some plays open for the Super Bowl, too, that we've hit from the live stream where the first 2 plays cash. So we have this one on Jennings. But anyways, let's see what we got here. Let's go. And I'll share this link in the chat. And let's go ahead and let's take a look. Ooh. Beautiful. 6x payout. And again, like, you know, you only, on Underdog, 3-pick entries are the best slip type. Or 5-pick entries, but regardless, I'm usually playing 3-pick entries. On PrizePicks, they're horrible because they just give you such a shitty payout. They only give you a 5x payout for 3-pick entries. Underdog is giving you 6x. Obviously, it really matters long term if you're getting a 6x payout versus a 5x payout in terms of your profit margin, your profitability. 100 to win 600 is a lot different than 100 to win 500. Maybe something new will come up. Dabble, bake it in, do DraftKings. They took young points off Dabble. On Underdog, you don't want to play insurance for 3-pick entries. No insurance. For 3-pick entries, you don't want to use insurance on Underdog. Or for Dabble. I'm not even sure if Dabble has insurance. For a parlay play, you do want to use insurance. For a parlay play, for 6-pick entries, you want to add insurance. It's the same as a flex play. So I don't even think they have insurance on Dabble. Well, they do. Anyways, I haven't even looked into their insurance, but that's probably a good idea. But in general, it seems like they just copy the payouts of Underdog Fantasy. What the heck? Anyone see anything good? Alex, do you do acid? Man, we are just going to keep getting questions about drugs in this chat. Alex, the Adderall monster. Oy, oy. Oy, oy. Let's see. Is there anything new on PrizePicks? Nope. So we already basically locked in the good picks. Maybe there's a little bit of value on Murray's PRA line, but nothing worth building another slip over. You can see they already bumped one of these plays. which is why you want to get your bets in early. I mean, if there's really good plays early, you want to lock them in. So like PrizePicks has his line at 31.5, Murray. All the other books have his line at 30.5. Again, pretty clear value on the under. And I'll share this kind of spreadsheet that breaks down the math behind PrizePicks. Kind of explains, like, to beat PrizePicks, all you have to do is win your picks above 54% of the time. So to be profitable on PrizePicks, Alex, do you give loans? Bro, I'm not a bank. Anyways, this is the math behind PrizePicks, this spreadsheet I shared. So long story short, if you can win your over-unders, right? We're on Gafford's over-under 9.5 points, right? If you can win your over-unders, just like Gafford over-under 9.5 points, if you can get your picks correctly on PrizePicks, your over-unders, you can win your shit above 54.25% of the time, you're going to make money on PrizePicks. Which, again, I mean, I'm limited to only $15. So I'm not going to act like I'm making a ton of money on PrizePicks because I'm not. I'm up $739 this year with a max bet size of $15 in a month. So it's not horrible. And I was out of state for a lot of the month. So not horrible. But anyways, what was I going to say is all you got to do is be able to win your picks above 55% of the time. So it's not that fucking complicated. You look at all the sports books, you know, they all have Gafford as a big favorite to go over 9.5 points. That's why this pick is winning above 54.25% of the time and is profitable in a PrizePicks entry. So we're just using information to our advantage. But anyways, let's take a look. Let's go. So there's some value on Bovada, but we'll skip that over. Underdog. We locked in this slip. All these ones, you know, when there's only two books posting lines, like here it's like ParlayPlay and Underdog, usually I skip those over. You only have 2 data points. So it's not really clear, like, okay, which book is screwing up, which side actually has the edge. Yeah, there is some more value on ParlayPlay, but I'm fucking tired. So maybe we skip over that. Let's check out Dabble. In Dabble, board's kind of dry. But anyways, I'll go through this at some point today, tonight, and I just have to update profit and loss. So like this play hasn't settled yet, right? This is the play on Luka. So we're looking green as shit on PrizePicks right now, which again, it sucks because I'm limited, but that's just kind of how it is. So like, you know, I don't even remember that we hit a play on better, but now I remember they had Giannis discounted to 26.5 points. So did we win this shit? And we did win this. 10 to win 30. Fuck yeah. So just for their little promo. So anyways, I got to remember to do a better job of this. It's just sometimes the games are like the next morning because there's esports plays and I forget. Let's see if there's anything new. Quickly over in points on PrizePicks. Quickly under rebounds. Quickly over in points and quickly under in rebounds. I'm getting everything on quickly in opposite directions. PrizePicks looks pretty dry. I mean, I just don't really see anything. I'm sure there will be a ton of plays tomorrow. And just kind of as books start to release odds, lines, we already got down this play. So we already got down a 5 flex, and we have a bunch of nice-ass slips looking for tomorrow. There is some value on Underdog, but a lot of it's just esports, and we already have a play on, you know, we're already all over his 19 points, so I don't really want to take his PRA line. Zubac rebounds. Bet the over. Bet the over on what book? Anyways, we can see parlay play. Fuck, man. We may have to lock in another parlay play slip. Because there is some value on parlay play, and I got to finish my fucking wine anyways before I go to bed. So let's lock in a parlay play slip. I know the second I turn off this live stream, there will be a bunch of good plays for tomorrow. That's just typically how it goes. So what we can do is let's just kind of take a look at some of the options. I mean, a lot of it's esports, but like take a look at this right here. Where did it go? Let me refresh here. And again, this is a book we're down on, or I'm down on. I don't know if you are. I'm down this year, so I'm running cold. But, you know, I wouldn't read too much into it. A lot of people would be like, oh, fuck. Like, I lost my last 3 bets on Underdog. Now I'm only going to bet on PrizePicks. It's like, you know, you're going to go through cold stretches on certain sports books. Right now, we're really hot on Dabble. We're hot on Fliff. Cold on FanDuel and Underdog. Alex, do you drink? I'm literally drinking right now. Alex, I'm skipping my 8 a.m. because of you. I love you. Brandon Miller over in points. You guys are just throwing out random shit. You got to give me a book. You got to give me a line. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. So this is why sports betting is so exciting. This line just showed up. Wait, did they already pull it? Trey Jones steals plus blocks. Under 1.5 steals plus blocks. So it looks like we already lost it, or they already pulled it. So anyways, maybe we missed it. Let's take a look here. Anything new? Anything new? I mean, like one play as an example. Trey under 25.5 points. I mean, we're already on Trey's over on Dabble. So let's pull up Dabble. Right here. So we hit Trey over 23.5. So what you could do is you could middle bet this. I mean, ParlayPlay opens his line at 25.5. So I'm not saying it's a good idea, but you could bet his under 25.5. You have it over 23.5 on Dabble, under 25.5 on ParlayPlay. ParlayPlay is a bit too high. More value was on the over 23.5 relative to the under 25.5. But then you would have a 2-point middle where if Trey has exactly 24 or 25 points, you're going to win both bets. And again, like Trey, he's not going to score 80 points. He's not going to score 0 points. You know, like a player typically like, you know, Trey is most likely to score. It's kind of like a bell curve, right? He's most likely to score, you know, 20 to 25 points. And then it just kind of like the points around where the player's line is centered are most impactful. Trey's most likely outcome is he ends on 24 points, 25 points, or 23 points. He's a lot less likely to end up with 10 or 40. Watch dude drop 80. Maybe. Allen rebounds on PrizePicks. So let's take a look at PrizePicks. But I don't see anything on Allen rebounds. Allen rebounds on PrizePicks. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at Allen. Derek White steals plus blocks has been hitting. Bro surpassing Kobe tomorrow. Allen on PrizePicks. So it looks like all the fantasy books have his line at 11.5. There's slight juice towards his over on the books, but the Gafford play seemed better. Wemby rebounds on Dabbles. People are just yapping fucking plays. But anyways, let's kind of recap. So we have this on Dabble, a 3-pick entry. But they literally removed this shit. I think. I mean, sometimes they'll remove it, or not Dabble, but sometimes certain books will remove a play, and then they'll put it back. If we get lucky. If you weren't able to get it the first time, nope, they just completely removed Harden assists. So it doesn't look like they're putting it back. But anyways, sorry if, you missed it. Here we have a PrizePicks 5 flex. So we have Dabble. We had a parlay play slip, but whatever. And then we have a Fliff play. So I think we have 4 plays open on this live stream. Nope, I lied. We actually have 5 plays because we have this Underdog Fantasy play open. Take a shot. I don't have any shots in my house, unfortunately. Trae Young, PRA on better. Allen, PRA on better. I feel like you guys are just picking random shit, but maybe a tiny bit of value. But the issue is, 1 PRA, maybe a tiny bit of value on Allen PRA, but there's nothing really good to pair it with, and that's kind of where we get fucked. Is on these parlay only sites, like what's nice about Fliff is we really like this play. Like we just lock it in as a straight bet, hit it minus 135. On PrizePicks, on ParlayPlay, on Underdog, it's parlays only. So you always need, even if you have one good play, you still need to find some good pairs that you can include with it. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of pairs available right now. So, damn. Trey Jones under 11 points. I mean, some more early value on ParlayPlay. I know we already locked in a play. I'm not sure if they bumped anything. You can see they open him at 11. All the sports books open his line at 10.5 with the under 10.5 favored. All the books have his line at 10.5 with the under favored. So that seems solid on ParlayPlay. Is there enough value to build another slip? Let's see. So we want to take his under. And we want to take Tobias Harris under 1.5 threes. We want to take Fox under 2.5 made threes. Unders are scary, man. But Anthony Davis under 3.5 assists. Maybe we can find some value on that. Alex, we want a day in the life. Bro, you see my day in the life. You see my day in the life. There's nothing exciting. Davian McKnight under 21.5 PRAs. I don't know if there's enough value to kind of build a full slip. Well, here we have it on ParlayPlay. So ParlayPlay, their 7-pick entries are actually, it's the best slip type for these DFS apps. The best you can get is a ParlayPlay 7-pick entry. No AD under assist. Yeah, okay. Alex the Addy Machine. DJ Hip Hop Epidemics hops into the chat and says that like every 5 minutes. Do you like Ice Spice? Honestly, never really thought about Ice Spice. Anyways, 80 over half of a triple-double. Alex, I'm only on PrizePicks as of right now, and I want to diversify on other apps for better value. It depends where you're located. I'd say depending on where you're located, I'd probably get Dabble, ParlayPlay. I'd start with Dabble and ParlayPlay. Take advantage of the sign-up bonuses. Put in 100, get 100 for free. But we have 4 picks now. Can we build a 6-pick entry? And again, what's nice about parlay play is we can bump a line. We can slide the line in our favor. You guys are crazy. Anyways, let's go here. And let's see what else we can get. Some of these plays we've already locked in. But maybe we use this like slide the line thing and we can make a 7-pick parlay. Why not? Or I don't know. Anyways, we need 3 more picks. Are there 3 more good picks that we can ride with? So what we can do is we can go here, and you just want to make sure, like you always want to make sure you're using the slide the line feature on the best possible line. So like 11 to 11.5 points, you know, that's like a 0.5 divided by 11. That's like a 5% discount that you're essentially getting there. Whereas here, it's like 1 point out of like, you know, it's only a 3% discount if you slide Allen's line. So you want to try to find the line with the highest percentage discount that you can discount. But whatever. So what we can do is we can take this guy's under. I'm trying to remember. We have some esports plays on PrizePicks from the previous live stream. Some of these games start tomorrow morning. We have one game about to start with our boy Way. So hopefully these Taco Tuesday plays work out for us. I mean, I literally think we went all green on PrizePicks today, which probably won't happen for, well, hopefully it keeps happening, but we went 5 for 5 here. This play fucking sucked, actually. But we went 5 for 5, 5 for 5, and then we have all green kind of open to start our Taco Tuesday slip. So that's exciting. Can't wait to wake up, hopefully to some more money in my pocket. But anyways, let's go here and let's take him under 5.5. And then we'll take him under 4.5, right? And again, I just want to make sure, like, okay, I don't have any of these other picks open. So we've already used him in a previous, you know, these esports players, you get to know them. And then what we can do is we can slide the line on Harris and just get an extra half point of value. Again, in terms of a percentage, half a point there is better than a full point on Allen. So we can kind of lock this in. And it looks like the most random shit of all time, I'm aware, but that's typically how it goes as a sports bettor. Like, a lot of times it's these niche markets that have the value. And again, for this promo, this slide the line promo, they only give you $20 max per day. So someone asked about Jock Market. I see the comment in the chat. Someone asked about Jock Market. I tried depositing earlier today because people were talking about it, but I just get this error, so I'm not sure. I withdrew my money, and I only have $5 in there, but now when I try to redeposit, it's saying account restricted. So long story short, I mean, I'll try to figure it out, because I did see some good plays on Jock Market today when I was looking earlier. So this is the slide the line promo on ParlayPlay. And what we can do, what else do we like? If anyone sees any actually good plays for tomorrow, please put them in the chat. Fucking hit them. If anyone sees any good Super Bowl bets specifically, please let me know. Thrive Fantasy. I haven't used them in a while. So this is just a straight up 7x payout. 7-pick entry. 75x payout, so plus 740 odds. Or plus 7,400 odds, 75x payout. And this is actually the best slip type on any DFS platform. 7-pick entries on ParlayPlay with no insurance. That's the best slip type in terms of the implied win percentage. And again, we have some kind of videos breaking down parlay play, how to beat parlay play, the math behind parlay play, but won't bore you with that. If you want to watch them, they're on the OddsJam YouTube. So we can see if there's anything new, anything exciting popping up. So again, like, I'm not in Vegas. I don't want to see bets on Circa Vegas. So a lot of these books, it's just like, even if I don't go through them in the live stream, there may be good bets on them. I'm just, whatever. Maybe I don't have access to them. Oh, shit. Here's a good play on PrizePicks. Just popped up. Cade Cunningham over 6.5 assists. Off the open, all the books have ripped Cunningham to being a heavy favorite to go over, right? All these books have gone boop. All the lines have ripped towards his over. Cade's much more likely to go over. So you'd want to take his over on PrizePicks. Cade over 6.5 assists. That seems like a decent play on PrizePicks. Here's the 5 flex we already locked in on this live stream. 2 positively correlated esports plays. Well, 2 pairs, right? Both of these plays are correlated, plus both of these plays. Then we just have a good value on Gafford. This shit will be bumped by the morning, can guarantee it. And then we have some good-looking plays from our Taco Tuesday slips. Some pushes, but whatever. But anyways, if any of this stuff got bumped and you weren't able to lock it in, maybe take Cade over 6.5 assists with Gafford over 9.5 points, right? You take his over, you take his under, you get the same payout, right? So why do you want to take his over? Well, follow the data. There's not just one data point. There's literally dozens of books. They all have him heavily favored to go over. About as clear as it gets. Here's the play we locked in on Fliff. It's still available, minus 135 odds. And then here's the book that has been making us a lot of money, Dabble. But they auto-remove these 3 picks, so they're not available anymore. They'll probably add them, they'll probably add them later tonight, and they'll probably bump them higher, and the value will go away. Anything good? Same esports shit. And again, like a lot of people too, it seems complicated to sign up for a sports book. It's like, dude, all my friends, my siblings, my mom, my dad, I get them to sign up for every sports book. Put $100 in, you get $100 for free. It's the easiest money you'll ever make. Even if you only place one bet on ParlayPlay to use your $100 of free credit, easiest money you're going to make sports betting. Easiest money you're going to make sports betting. Anyways, if you have any ideas too on how to make these live streams better, feel free to let me know. At the end of the day, I'm just hitting bets. Open to any suggestions on the setup or whatever. If it's not clear, if you can't see the screen, obviously, if you can't see the books, if I'm hitting shit too quickly and it's getting auto removed, like all that stuff, happy to fix. I love wine. Fuck. He's not going to give us a link for PrizePicks. Yeah, I'll give you a link for PrizePicks. My bad. I apologize. I shared the link earlier, but I'm pretty sure there's been 5,000 messages about Adderall in the chat since I shared the link last, so I'll share it again. You should get a desktop set off. Shirtless streams. Shirtless streams. Wine is life. I can't even... Thoughts on Wisconsin? I can't remember the last time I've thought about Wisconsin. Cade over 6.5 assists on PrizePicks. Yeah, I saw Cade assists. The issue is there's not a bunch of new stuff to pair it with. Nothing really new, so hoping for ideally some more value. Gafford, a lock, Merlot. a community slip on PrizePicks where the viewers make the parlay since they limit the amount. Triple monitor setup. Hot tub streams while doing this shit. Alex, when did you know you were good enough to gamble full-time? Well, I was a gambler full-time. I started out my career as a trader on Wall Street, which is basically you're gambling full-time. And I knew I wanted to gamble. When I was in college, I liked poker, and I was good at poker. And I knew I didn't want like a normal job. I wanted a gambling job. I'm drinking Merlot. Yeah, I did get excited at a shirtless stream. What did I get on the ACT? You definitely go way too fast. Any value on Zion assists on Fliff? Let's take a look. Zion assists on Fliff. He has been in. So let's take a look at Zion. Where's Fliff? No. Well, no. There's actually horrible value on Zion assists on Fliff. They have his over at plus 105. Other books are giving you plus 120. So I'm not saying his over isn't going to win. It's just they're ripping you off. It's a horrible price, right? Same thing with the under. They just have so much juice. They have 65 cents of juice. Fanatics is only 40 cents. Fanatics is giving you better odds on the over and the under. If you ever want to go wine tasting in CA, California Wine Guide. I do want to go wine tasting in California. Hit me up. How do you get to the spreadsheet? It should be in the description on YouTube. If it's not, here's the link right here. Take another Addy. Where's the link? So there's the link to the spreadsheet. I don't know what link you want. And here is the link to the PrizePicks slip. Anyways, I'm going to call it a day for now. I'm putting it in the chat, and then also the link to the spreadsheet should be in the description on YouTube. But anyways, perfect. Thank you, California Wine Gold. No, I'm horrible at golf. I fucking hate golf, too. I hate golf. I hate golf. I hate skiing. I hate all that shit. I hate most sports. I like basketball. I like baseball. That's what I played growing up. Thanks, Alex. Of course. I'll see you guys. And chat has an extra chromosome tonight. Anyways, good night, guys. Well, actually, people keep mentioning Elijah Mitchell rush attempts on Fliff. So let's check this out quickly. I mean, if there is a Super Bowl bet with value, I want to fucking place it. So let's see right here. I mean, we got... No, I don't really see anything. Anyways, have a great rest of your evening. Thanks so much for your time, guys.